Racism is still real. And what I mean by racism is still real, they got these towns called Sundown Towns. If you black, you're not supposed to be there. When that sun go down, your ass need to be gone.
It's like Fast and the Furious. This shit is real life. They will chase you, put a bomb in the back, blow it out. Sometimes you won't even know you're blown out. They'll get in there and empty that out, and you will not know. That's how crazy these roads are.
So once he seen like it was a little multiple of us, and he know, I guess he can tell by my attitude, you know what I'm saying, he toned it down a little bit. He told her, he said, look, he told her that we made the wrong turn, we should have made a left or whatever. Then he told us that that when it get dark, we shouldn't be there. He's like, a lot of people don't like blacks around this part of town.
Where my drop-off location is a damn sundown town because it's literally nothing out there, creepy as hell. No lights, no nothing, bro. The only lights is in the lights on the highway, you know what I'm saying?
So are we going to speak up about our brothers who are truck drivers being hung and killed in the South while these wicked police officers and lame-ass Sundown Town citizens cover it up? Or are we just going to continue to scroll right past the news and talk about sports all day and other bullshit that don't matter, like the Diddy case and all this other shit? Like, is that what we doing? Or are we going to finally start speaking up about this shit and start holding motherfuckers accountable and really do some deep digging so we can get justice for our brothers and sisters out here that are truck drivers being hung, kidnapped, beaten, shot and killed, all types of shit. It's been out of hand. We got to do something.
What's going on, y'all? Today I want to speak on something that's not really talked about when it comes to trucking. They don't mention it in school really, and it's not really talked about as much. But this is mainly for my black people. So with that being said, racism is still real. And what I mean by racism is still real, they got these towns called Sundown Towns. And if you don't know what a sundown town is, this is what a sundown town is. So in other words, what I get from a sundown town, it's a town where if you black, you're not supposed to be there. When that sun go down, your ass need to be gone. Like, it's just straightforward. You need to be gone. Because in these sundown towns, they do shit to people and they stick together. They stick together all the way down to the sheriffs and all that. Like, they all in one, because you're not supposed to be there. The point of a sundown town is to keep black people segregated from that town. So that's where you see a lot of truckers getting hung and stuff like that. I don't know if they know that it was a sundown town or it just wasn't alert. But I always kind of peep the scene when I go to towns. If I'm seeing Confederate flags and stuff like that, then I'm already knowing what's up. You know, I'm texting my group chat, hey, look at my location, you know what I'm saying, see where I'm at. Because I'm in one of these towns. I feel like I'm in the town. And I also go to Google and I look it up. I Google it. So after I Google it and I find out that I'm in a sundown town, my first thing I'm doing is checking to see if I can get this load done before the sun go down or not. Because if I can't get the load done in time, when I get to that store, I'm going to the store and I'm shutting it down. I'm not coming out. You know what I'm saying? You got to improvise. If you got to piss, hey, you're going to have to use a piss bottle. Like, I wouldn't come out the truck. That's just me. I'm not coming out the truck until the morning. You know, I put these blackout curtains on. They don't know if I'm white or black. But, you know what I'm saying, I'm keeping myself safe. And trust me, you run up in here, then we going out with a fight. And being that we truckers, we ain't allowed to have guns, which they should change. But I understand because gun laws is different in different states. But we need a better way to protect ourselves, you know what I'm saying? But if you can bring it with you, I say bring it with you. I'm not telling you to do it, though. But if you ain't scared and you can, you know what I'm saying, you got a good spot you can put it at, then I say keep it with you. But if you know, I'd rather be safe than sorry. You know, I'd rather their family crowd than my family crowd. You feel me? So it's pretty much up to you. But my main thing is just staying vigilant when you go into these towns. Do your recon. Make sure it's not a sundown town. Like any sign you get, don't ever second guess yourself. Any sign you get, just go ahead and look that up and make sure, because these towns is real, man. They really real. So stay safe out there.
All right, TikTok, we got to do our fucking thing. This is Eric Darnell. He's a 38-year-old truck driver, right, from Alabama. He was picking up a load from Tennessee, taking it through Arkansas, right? Never fucking made it. Never made it. He's been missing, I believe, for the last 18 fucking hours. He's spoken to his wife last at like 4 something in the morning, and he's told her that he was stopping for coffee, and then he got back in the truck and let her know he was back on the road, and she's not heard from him since. Now, the issue is that I was a trucker, like I said, right? I've driven over the road. I've had huge loads, AT&T, Samsung, $15 million loads, police escort. But where this man was going through Arkansas, the truckers, we talk on the little radio, you know, we talk on that. We have text, we have apps, or they do. I'm not a trucker anymore. Once a trucker, always a fucking trucker. You know what I mean? I'm a trucker. We have those things to communicate, but there was communication pretty much saying that where he was going through Arkansas was sketchy. Truckers were communicating within the last couple of months that the location that Eric was going through, there's been issues of being followed. A lot of people don't understand that trucking is a very dangerous industry. I've had times people try to break in my truck, whether it was lot lizards, prostitutes, other truckers trying to disable my truck. So right here on the side where the wheels are, there's a kingpin thing, and you can detach the truck from the bed, the body. Just pull that bitch out. Twist, pull, there's a way to do it. And if the trucker don't check that every single day, every single night, before they pull off, boom. So those are things that truckers do to each other. But to hear that he was sent in an area where there were warnings. We're always warned when there's, whether the trucks are being blown out in the back. It's like Fast and the Furious. This shit is real life. They will chase you, put a bomb in the back, blow it out. Sometimes you won't even know you're blown out, and they'll get in there and empty that out. And you will not know. That's how crazy these roads are. But to hear that there was sketchiness, truckers being followed, dead zones are a big problem. They can't find his cell phone. They're in dead zones, meaning they know that there is no service reception, and they will see you and follow you. The truck was emptied, so they took everything out the truck. I believe they say his driver's log, which is just a booklet where you put your activity, when you start driving, when you stop driving, when you check the truck, when you go on lunch, when you go to sleep. Your driver's log, that's gone. The keys are gone. The truck was locked. His phone was gone, and it was off. That means he was taken. We need to do what the fuck we said we gonna do, and we need to go into that town and do what we gotta do. Where's our 10,000 black soldiers? Where's our Black Panthers? This is done. I'm done. We're done. Didn't we say we're done? We're done. Go get our brother. We need to get him. I'm sorry, dead or alive. We need to get him, and we need justice.
Out here on the road, every mile feels like a gamble. You've got stories like Eric Darnell, a driver hauling a load from Arizona to Tennessee who just vanished. Never made it to his drop. No answers, no closure. And that sticks with you, because it reminds every trucker just how quick things can change. And then there are the towns you roll through where you feel it in your gut, the stares, the silence, the sense that you're not welcome. Drivers talk about parking up before sundown, locking the doors, and waiting till daylight just to move again. Because at the end of the day, it's not just about finishing the load, it's about making it back home alive.
Yo, so some crazy shit just happened at this Love's, right? I'm not gonna say too crazy, but just some eye-opening stuff. So, peep this, bro. I'm gonna get McDonald's at this Love's, right? It got a McDonald's attached to it. And I'm in Indiana right now, right? And it's like the second encounter some weird shit like this happened. So, I'm eating McDonald's, whatever, chilling. There's like this like little family to the right of me, white family. And they're just like having conversations and stuff. And I think their kids were like playing or whatever. By the other table McDonald's, they're waiting for their food. So when I get done, mind you, they're talking everything. When I get done, I walk past them, right, to the garbage can. Now, mind you, their kids were at the garbage can area, but this is still crazy. Soon as they was talking loud, bro, talking loud about, I guess they had a baseball game or whatever today. Two, older white gentlemen, whatever. Bro, I walked past them, instantly they got quiet. So I'm like, wait, what? Like, I felt the aura, like, I could feel it. Bro, they got quiet, bro, like, quiet. So I'm like, walking like, yo, what the heck? Like, I got some on my back or something, whatever. Bro, I go to, like, dump the food, right? I turn around, bro, they're staring at me with an evil eye, like, grilling me, and don't even, like, basically pressing me, like, yeah, what you gonna do? We looking at you. I'm like, nah, that's crazy. Thank God I was at a truck stop, because you don't know what that could have led to. And this is why truckers end up missing. That's why in places I don't know, bro, I don't get out the truck and I don't fucking go to these random ass places, bro, these Sundown Towns, all this shit, because this shit get real out here, bro. And if you're not a smart trucker, you won't understand, bro. So you can't just be going everywhere with a trucker, because look, I'm at a Love's truck stop and it's just happening to me. But hey, let me know if you guys have any stories, man. It's crazy.
I've been seeing a lot of stuff on my timeline about these sundown towns. Yes, that stuff is real. It's sad that it's still going on today, but all y'all truck drivers out there, be careful, you know what I'm saying? If y'all riding by yourself, keep that fire on you. Let me tell you, I had a personal experience, this was a long time ago before smartphones were invented, you know what I'm saying? It was about 6 or 7 of us friends, we all had our girl with us. We was going to Harris Casino. We ended up making the left when we got, I think, like North Carolina somewhere. We should have made a right. We made a right and we should have made a left. And everybody ended up just going to the gas station getting direction. So one of the friends had got out and he was talking to his white guy. He had overalls on. So, and I can see the way he was looking at him. I think he was chewing tobacco. He was spinning down at the ground or something at him. And I'm sitting in the back seat, because me and my girl, we had rode with somebody. And I'm looking at the face expression in the hand, you know what I'm saying? The body language just didn't seem right to me. So, you know what I'm saying? So I always kept that fire on me. So I said, let me get out. So they like, nah, calm down, Jack. We can tell that something just went right by the way dude acting. So I got out. I said, what's up, man? We lost. We trying to get to Harris Casino and everything. So once he seen like it was a little multiple of us, and he I guess he can tell by my attitude, you know what I'm saying? He toned it down a little bit. He told her, he said, look, he pointed and told her that we made the wrong turn, we should have made a left or whatever. But then he told us that that when it get dark, we shouldn't be there. A lot of people don't like blacks around this part of town. You know what I'm saying? Which I don't forgot what was the town name, because like I said, we hadn't made it to Harris Casino yet. We were still traveling and we had made the wrong turn, but we was in North Carolina. But my thing to all y'all truck drivers, be safe out here, because I think they said they just found, I forgot his name, found his body that he was missing. And I know I got a cousin that, you know, deliver loads and stuff like that, man. But y'all just be careful out there. If y'all riding by yourself, man, keep that fire on you, because anything can happen. And you know what I'm saying? You'd rather be caught with it than caught without it.
This is out of trucking that they never talk about. So I have to wait at a shipper. Been about 2 days. And I don't really care, because I'm getting paid by the hour. So do your thing. Take all the time y'all need. Baby, I asked some people, I said, well, I've been out here for 2 days. Where can I get something to eat at? They were like, oh, just walk up to the stop sign and then just make a right. So then I proceeded to do that, and I went inside the restaurant, bro. Bitch, the whole motherfucking restaurant turned around and looked at me, staring. I had to wait for a waiter to finally come over. One of the girls found me, and then she was like, oh, you want to order food? I was like, yeah. She was like, take out. I was like, in my head, I'm like, bitch. Then I'm like, yeah, take out. The whole motherfucking restaurant was Yeti, old Yeti, and like 40s or whatever. Bro. That shit was so uncomfortable. The whole time I'm thinking to myself, Lord, if I take this hoodie off, my dreads is gonna drop. They're gonna be like, it's a thug in here. Bro, I've never in my life felt so fucking uncomfortable. Never felt so uncomfortable in my life. But I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I've done trucking. I lived in Alabama, Mississippi. I lived all over the South. But never have I experienced racism like the racism I've been experiencing lately with the new trucking that I'm doing. It's wild, bro. So y'all, why I get back to my truck, bro? This black dude at the fucking place where I'm at was like, "Where you give me something to eat at?" I was like, "They told me to go to the stop sign and make a right." He's like, "Don't be going down there no more, bro." I said, "Why?" He's like, "You know why." I looked at him, I'm like, and he looked back. Like, remember what R. Kelly said in the when he was with in that movie, he's like, "You looked at him and I looked at him." That was the type of vibe I was getting, bro. But anyways, I was like, "Fuck, where the fuck is my keys at?" Bro, why I get all the way back to my truck, I ain't have my keys, bro. Bro, I had to go all the way back down there to get my keys. When I walked in, you could just sense they like, I'm like, "Oh, man." And the way that it seemed, she was like, "Hey, you forgot your keys." I was like, "Oh, thank you, give it." I ran out that bitch. I was in a real live Sundown Town. The police station was right next door. I was like, "Bitch, they gonna lie to the police officer that I did so." Bitch, I ain't never speed walked so fast in my life. I ain't fucking with it. See, I live in Texas. I know not to go to Biter and all of that shit.
All right, so boom. Like, I know y'all been paying attention to all that crazy ass shit. Talking about these damn black truck drivers going missing and all that shit in these sundown towns and don't ride through the sundown towns after dark, blah, blah, blah. Oh, I'm gonna go through though. You know what I'm saying? I'm going through. And I'm going the fuck home. So, play if you want to. Your ass can be a fucking hashtag and they gonna be making a fucking fish fry for your country ass. Playing with the right one. So, all you goddamn motherfuckers in these little sundown towns or whatever the fuck y'all want to call them, you better know who the fuck to play with. I ain't one of them. Trust me.
Hey TikTok, it's your boy Jay, you feel me? Also known as Frank. As most of my followers know, or the people that, you know, stay in tune with my TikTok, I'm currently making a move from where I'm from, upstate New York, Rochester, to Cleveland, Ohio. Now, the reason why I'm making this video right now is because I was told from my aunt out here in Ohio, like, you know, to be careful where I go because some areas of Ohio has something called Sundown Towns. Now, mind you, I'm raised from Rochester, New York. That's upstate New York. I haven't ever really had a lick of racism or anything to really make me ever feel uncomfortable, being that I'm from out in New York. I did go to college down in Lewisburg, North Carolina, and I would see Confederate flags or whatnot, you know, things of that nature, but nothing too much to bother me. You get what I'm saying? So now, me being from upstate New York, you know, we do not have a Waffle House in Rochester, New York. So I think I just passed borderline PA. I just got into Ohio. I'm in a small town by the name of Warren, Ohio. Now, I told my aunt, like, you know, can you make like a list
You
of these
don't even
places
have to
not
look far to
be or
see
not
what
to
drivers go
when I'm
through.
out
Scroll
in
through
Ohio,
Reddit
you know,
or
trying
TikTok
foods
and you'll
stuff
find
like that.
story after
And she never
story.
got back to me.
Truckers saying they were
So
followed
now
out
I'm
of
on
gas
TikTok,
stations,
and
turned
I'm trying
away
to
when they
figure out,
tried to fuel up,
you know,
or flat out told,
what's some
you shouldn't be
places to
here after
not go
dark.
to
One driver
being a
shared how
young
he
black
stopped in a
man
small town in Kentucky just to
Ohio,
use the
especially, you
bathroom,
know, a
and
young
suddenly
black man
people were
with
yelling
damn
slurs,
20-inch
threatening to
rims
jump him
on
if
his
he didn't
damn
leave.
car,
Another said he pulled into a
freaking
station,
5%
only
tent
to be
all
told they
around.
were out of
You know what I'm
gas,
saying? So
while
what's some
watching someone
places
else fill
that,
up right in
you
front of
know,
him.
I should probably
Others
stay
described
away
towns
from
so silent and
in
tense,
Ohio?
you
Please
don't
let me
even
know
want
in
to
the
roll your
comments.
window down,
Thank
so
you
you
so
just sit in
much.
your truck till sunrise. These aren't just random stories. They're a reminder that sundown towns are still out there, and every stop on the road comes with a question: is it safe to even be here?
Alright, y'all, so I'm gonna give y'all a quick little story time on the night I spent overnight at a Sundown Town, you know what I'm saying, in my semi-truck. I slept overnight, you know what I'm saying? I'm in my semi-truck right now. I got a Kenworth T680, man, so boom, so this what happened, right? So I'm in Indiana somewhere, right? I can't tell y'all why I'm at because I got a dedicated load over there, so I'm there all the time. But this is the first time I actually slept overnight over there. And I would never do that again, first of all. Like, every time I go out there, I go in the daytime and I just get up out of there ASAP, as soon as possible. ASAP Rocky type shit, you know what I'm saying? So this is what happened. So first biggest mistake was it was around like 8, so it was getting dark. So I was driving through there. I had to get diesel. So I stopped at a truck stop, bro. I stopped at a truck stop. It was literally creepy as hell, bro. Like, I was by myself. I had nobody with me. I mean, I'm solo, so obviously I wouldn't have nobody with me. But everybody was just staring at me, bro. As soon as I got up out the truck, everybody knew I was black. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? I had my hair out. I got tattoos. I'm black, man. So, you know what I'm saying? People know me. So, so I go get diesel, and even inside was weird because everybody was just staring at me, bro. And even the cashier was literally like, you know where you at? I'm like, no, I don't know where I'm at. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just coming to get diesel and leaving, bro. And he was giving me problems, bro. And I was swiping the car. He was like, the car's not working. I'm like, bro. So I had to call my dispatch, everything, bro. Giving me problems already in there, bro. So I'm thinking none of it, right? So finally the car works. I go up in there. I get up out of there, get diesel, pump my shit up, and pull off, right? So I'm not thinking nothing of it. I see this minivan, right? And I seen them parked at the parking lot. Like, they wasn't getting diesel. They was just parked. You know what I'm saying? So I see them following me, bro. So I'm going to drop off my load, right? And mind you, the load from the drop off location and the truck stop is literally like 45 minutes apart from each other. So they was following me the whole time, bro. And mind you, like, I'm not thinking of anything of it. Like, I'm like, okay, these motherfuckers are probably going the same way as I'm going, you know what I'm saying? So fast forward, I get off the exit, and I work for a small company, you know what I'm saying, that delivers like wood chips and hay and stuff to like farms and stuff, right? So I'm going to like a creepy ass farm, you know what I'm saying? So I get off the highway, and bro, I'm telling you, even the damn, and by where my drop off location is a damn Sundown Town, because it's literally nothing out there, creepy as hell, no lights, no nothing, bro. The only lights is in the lights on the highway, you know what I'm saying? So I get over there, bro, and I get off the highway, and this car is still following me, bro. This car is literally still fucking following me, bro. So I'm like, oh hell no, bro. There's something in my head, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm black, bro. So I'm like, all right, it's something up, bro. It's something up, man. This can't be right, bro. So I get to my drop off location, and luckily there's security, and there was a gate, and she was like, we can't unload you tonight. So I'm like, what the fuck? And she was like, you can't park inside the gate so you can sleep either. You have to sleep either outside the gate or like across the street or somewhere else. I'm like, oh hell no, bro. Like, what the fuck? So I'm like, all right, I'm about to just sleep by the gate, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so if anything happened, bro, the security guard is right there. And mind you, the car, as soon as I pulled into the gate, like, to deliver my load, he was doing U-turns, like, basically just doing U-turns and shit, like driving by, and I kept seeing him, like, he kept doing a U-turn, driving, doing a U-turn, driving, like, so he's going back and forth by the location, bro. So I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with this dude, bro? Like, and I put down my window. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm trying to see what the hell is going on, which I probably should never did that for somebody else, but then he parked and he got out the car. He's like, yeah, bro, like, I seen you at the truck stop, bro. Like, I hope you know where you at, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was just making sure that you got to your destination safe, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, what? Like, I'm like, where am I at? He's like, you ain't one of them places, bro. I'm like, I know I'm not in O Block. What the fuck? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I was like, bro, what the fuck? Like, them shits is actually real, bro. So y'all should realize, be aware of this stuff, bro. And I don't know if he was a weirdo. I really don't know if that nigga was just weird, or if he was actually trying to make sure I got to where I needed to be at, bro. So, you know what I'm saying? So, basically, his ass just left, and, you know what I'm saying? For the whole night, I slept right in front of the gate, and I low-key barely slept. I had my eyes open. I don't got no pipe yet, but I have my taser, you know what I'm saying? I got my taser, and I got some other stuff, but, you know what I'm saying? For y'all young black drivers, man, stay aware, be aware of where you're at, be around these.
They have found another truck driver outside of Little Arkansas, the city of Arkansas, found unalive near a tree. Now you know this about the 10th truck driver that they found unalive near a tree. Like it's a casket. Or like it's that's where we supposed to be dying at. Near a tree. Now, bunch of resources of news outlets not putting it out. You don't see it coming across your page like that because they let to hide stuff like this. We need to get in tune. We need to do better. We need to start sharing this thing because we love our truck drivers and these truck drivers need to be protected too. And I'm talking to all you truck drivers. You need to start being aware of your surroundings. You need to start being aware of your surroundings. I don't know how they formulate, how they accumulate, how in the world this stuff begins to happen for you not to say, you know what, I'm going to stay in my truck or I'm going to make some moves where I'm not going to be hurt. But entering people, showing your pride of being the bigger person is running away from something you can't control. But we need to repost this. Eric Darnell, truck driver found unalive near the city of Arkansas. They found his keys in the truck, but no log-in log. You know how you log in your time and log out your time, this, that, etc., etc. They haven't found that login book, but they have the keys to the truck. Now, lately, there's been a whole lot of truck drivers being unalive. I have family members, you have family members that drive trucks. Make sure you're reaching out to your family members and tell them to be careful. That these people out here unaliving black truck drivers. Because I don't hear nothing about no white truck driver being near a tree. It's only blacks. And they're not promoting it for as being awareness for what's going on in the world with truck drivers. We got to do better. Better decisions. I'm signing out. But we need to protect our truck drivers. Because this is out of hand. Way out of hand.